New York Times report has accused the United States Navy of covering up the abuse of Afghan detainees. The Naval Criminal Investigative Service launched a probe into a case where torture resulted in the death of a detainee by American Navy SEALs. It happened back in May 2012 in Afghanistan. Witnesses recalled the incident at the investigation.
Every once in a while, he would push the detainees to the ground on his stomach, and then I saw him step on the detainee's face. That continued for a little while. I saw him step on the guy's head maybe 8 to 10 times. When he would step on the guy's head, I could see the detainee's legs move a little. I could also tell he was putting his full weight on the detainee's head when he stepped on it.
He stood the detainee up and then fired 2 rounds from his handgun, approximately 1 foot from the detainee's head on the right side. The detainee laid back down. He picked up a rock the size of a pee-wee football and dropped it on the detainee's upper torso. He picked up another rock, spread the detainee's legs open and straddled the left leg. He straddled the right leg and dropped the rock on the detainee's groin.
Well, despite witness accounts against 4 U.S. servicemen, the Navy probe dismissed the charges, saying the evidence didn't support the alleged misconduct. Well, claims of such abuse do date back more than a decade. 2002, American soldiers tortured to death 2 detainees in Bagram, Afghanistan. And during the Iraq War a year later, personnel from both the U.S. Army and the CIA committed a series of human rights violations against inmates in the Abu Ghraib prison. These violations included, among others, physical and sexual assaults. Jack Rice, a criminal defense attorney and former CIA officer, he believes there is an attempt to cover up the abuse.
I think there were inconsistencies in the report, but that in itself does not mean that you shouldn't go forward with an investigation. As a former prosecutor myself, as a criminal defense attorney, I regularly see reports that have inconsistencies within them. That doesn't stop the investigation. That doesn't stop the prosecution. Just because some things don't completely add up does not mean that you should continue to dig. It does not mean that you should not potentially even charge somebody with serious criminal offenses. It's not based upon what you see on the front end. It's about what you see as the investigation continues. They apparently didn't do that in this case.